Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Alpough, and welcome to the Infinite Knowledge is Power Show, Part 3. Is the question got you knocked over? Can you ask the right question that's going to free you? Or are you just asking questions? Do you live in an illusion? Can you see the truth? Can you find the key? Are you going to end up like this? The question is, to start this program is, which didn't make it the last show, do you take the red pill or do you take the blue pill? Now, my suggestion is you don't take either one. You take the love pill. The pill that's going to guide you into who you really are. And that's a lover and not a fighter. Welcome to the show. Again, I'm Michael Alpough. Michael Comet Alpough. Usually people call me by one of those names, Michael or Comet. I answer to either one. And we always start off our show with our loves. Michael, I love you. Michael, I love you so much. I want you don't have to be nervous. Michael, I love you because you're sincere. Michael, I love you because you want to be the best. The best at loving yourself as well as others. And finally, Michael, fill your cup up with love for yourself so that you can have a deeper relationship with yourself. This is not about self-worship, Michael. This is about having a relationship with you. So if you want to have a relationship with you, you need to tell yourself you want a deeper relationship with yourself. I guarantee you, the only goal that we have here in this lifetime is to have a better relationship within ourselves. So what you put in your mind, what you put in your heart, what you put in your mouth, those around you, these things have an effect on you. It's very important that you understand that the only thing that matters is the depth of the relationship that you have within yourself. The deeper the relationship within you of yourself allows you to have a better relationship with me. Because that means you've gotten to know yourself. You've gotten to learn about your boundaries and also the things that you're completely and continually to be open to. Now we live in times, I guess you could say blank times, great times, hard times, exciting times, loving times, all of those. Now, the question has been always, where are we at now and what's coming? Now, I want to go over something that I think is really important, and that is that the times that we live in have basically always been. And I'm going to read something that came from the Great Council of Grandmothers. Now, they always say grandmothers, but you better have it grandmothers. All the grandmothers, 2 words. Okay. I just want to read something that I read on one of my friends from Facebook. I'm not going to say her name because I'm not going to quote her. But basically, this person was having feelings of fear and just what's ahead of us and how things work out. Okay. And so I want to read a little bit about where she copied this letter and go over just a couple things with you. I think you should clear up some clarity here. Anyway, this is from, I'll just read it. Okay. Anyway, we'll start off here. It goes, it's a quote. Okay. The time you are living in is called the age of destruction, they said. The Kali Yuga. That's Kali. And next word is Yuga. The Kali Yuga. All right. It is the lowest point. As at this time, evil comes to surface to be destroyed. This dark age takes place just before the arrival of the incoming golden age. So today you are watching out of balance, yang energy creating destruction all over your planet. This is the Kali Yuga. You have heard and read about it, and now it comes. Okay, I'm just going to just copy that here for a second and just tell you that basically anytime you've ever lived on this planet, you and I, most of us here have not lived 100 years. Some of you who I may be talking to as an individual, maybe 20 years old, some may be 30, some may be 40, one of you may be 50, or one of you may be 80. Doesn't matter. However, time. Once you become in your 20s, you start to get a look at the world around you, at least as best you could. It just depends on what time you were in. But for the most part, this has been described in every single age that anyone's ever been in. Some call it the end times. It's been going on. There's been no time in the history that this has not been said. And I'm just letting you know this, that we're in the evilest of times and some golden age is coming and some destruction is going to be done and some person is going to come and this whole 9 yards. No matter what country you're from, you're going to hear this type of thing. So now let me go on here. Now remember, this is a Kali Yuga. This is a Kali Yuga. You have heard and read about it, and now it comes. Okay, your country, meaning the United States, is where I'm from, has just elected a Moy. A Moy. That's a man boy to be its next president. Russia as well as Syria are already run by Moys. That's men boys. While Africa is overrun by them, each Moy creating havoc in his area of that continent. The Philippines is run by a Moy, and so are several other countries. Is it any wonder that the world is lurching from crisis to crisis? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can make a serious argument with you that the world has always been run by Moys. Okay? Behind every Moy, there is somebody who's not one, not a man boy, who's telling the Moy what to do. Simple as that. Okay? So again, this is nothing that has not been said. If you were here 200 years ago, you would be hearing this. If you were here 500 years ago, you'd be hearing this. If you were here 3,000, 2,000 years ago, you would be hearing the same message. The only difference is technology, the media, doing the crosshairs. And what ends up every single time Us arguing between ourselves and living in superior mediocrity. This is what is always left to all of us. You're either in the superior or the mediocrity. Either way, you are somewhere in between. Most people, I'm telling you right now, are in superior mediocrity. Let's keep going. Now, again, the last sentence. Is it any wonder that the world is lurching from crisis to crisis? This is what is happening on Earth now, and because it is, you must learn to cope with this energy. You cannot reason with it because it is entirely destructive. Instead, you must hold steady within yourself and observe it while behavior from a position of power. If you do this, it will not be able to feed on you. Your steadiness will help contain its energy, and it will not be able to do as much damage as it would otherwise. Now, energy, ladies and gentlemen. Some would say energy. Some would say spirit. What kind of energy would you want, and what kind of spirit do you want? You see? What is energy? What is spirit? Does energy have personality, or does spirit have personality? Which one do we lean on? Well, they both. They're both. Energy is, how do you describe energy? Well, here's one of my attachments to a machine that I use, and when you put it on your arm, 20,000 Gauss of intensity goes into the body, shaking it. Now, that's energy. You feel it and you know it. One of my PMF 8000s, you're going to feel that. Okay? Then I have other machines, little devices that you don't feel at all. This pulse pad. But now the energy's coming through it now. But it's like in micro Tesla as opposed to double Tesla. You see, that's energy. Okay, I know exactly how that energy wants it. I want it between 5 and 60 hertz. Okay? That is the optimum for the, in terms of how the human hertz should be delivered into the body. Now, some it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, even up to 10,000 hertz that can go into the body. You see? So now let's change that word to spirit, because this is what everyone wants. And I'm not here to say, by the way, you like let's say I'm in the suit. This is, I want to deliver this as best I can. Most politicians and leaders, they all wear suits. Maybe, and then you might believe them. You see, I'm wearing a suit so that can I be believable? You see, because it doesn't matter sometimes how sincere someone is or whether or not it is the truth. But if it's delivered in a suit, possibly you might listen a little bit more. So this is why I'm wearing a suit. I'm not going to always wear one, but hey, I might wear a tuxedo one day. Okay? So now, does that have personality when I talk about energy? Well, no, it's not. When I talk about spirit, though, we're talking about personality. You see? Now, it says you must learn to cope with energy. Okay? So now, let me finish this. So it says you want to make sure it doesn't do as much damage, all right? So be mindful of who you are. You're a great being. Who can argue with that? Here on earth to occupy a steady, helpful hand to the helpless. Within yourself, you carry the great holding power of yin. Call on it now. Live with it. Be as you were born to be. We ask one more thing of you. At this time, reach out to one another in service. Many are suffering now. Feed the hungry. Visit people in hospitals and prisons. Provide shoes to those who need them. Help the animals. If each of you plunge into one activity of service together, you will do great good, turning many hearts to light. Find a service project for yourself. We ask this of you because we know who you are. You are our hands and hearts on earth. You are greatness itself. The great council of the grandmothers. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, they're saying, yay, you do this, you enter into a golden age, some type of golden age. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need anybody to tell you this. If everybody did this, we would already be in some golden age. There's no golden age supposedly coming. You are the golden age. I am the golden age. And we live like we're in a golden age. Most people live by the rule of what the energy, what the spirit is here. And that is, I love money more than I love love. Money rules. Ask the people in the Dakotas who are trying to stop something that's totally ridiculous. Building an oil pipeline underneath a river. Yeah. They just had one of that's in that same company. Something blew up in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania or something like that. And now it's leaking. Same company, same one who built the pipeline. You said, well, this is ridiculous. Well, no, it's not. Not in our surroundings. Our surroundings tells us, hey, money wins. When I say, hey, I choose love over money, I am speaking a foreign language to people. I don't care in any religion. Now, next time I'm going to tell you what spirit, what personality we want in spirit. Now, I told you what we want in energy. We want healing energy. Okay? We want healing to come in and heal this body. Electrical. Started at the cell basis. You see? So, I want you to know that I love you. I will be back as soon as I can. I'm going to do at least 2 of these a week. So part 4 will be tomorrow or it'll be sometime in the next couple days. So I want you to know I love you. I want you to know that energy can be defined. And I also want you to know in our next broadcast that spirit most definitely can be defined. And I'm going to be the one to tell you how it is. So I love you. I choose love over money. And I choose to love you. And if you love me, I want to thank you for the gift because I appreciate it. You say that to me, I consider it a gift, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, we shall see you on the other side. From the Infinite Knowledge is Power Show, I'm your host, Michael Comet Alpough, and we'll see you next time.